Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is BC Saint, and this is my survival world. Now, you may notice there's something slightly off with my skin, mainly that I am, using a normal Alex skin. And that's because I have moved into a new house and I have no internet right now. And you may also be noticing some audio issues, and that's because the office that I am now working in has a pretty significant echo issue. And, well, for right now, this is going to be the way my videos are sounding and looking, unfortunately. And you may have noticed the previous episode took, what, a month to upload. Hopefully it only took that long. And that's because I have been painstakingly moving and remodeling and doing all sorts of stuff trying to get set up to actually start recording again. Now, I started the episode off over here because I wanted to show you something. So this has been my storage room throughout this entire world. What is this? 20 chests and 12 chests. That is definitely not right. 16 and 12. Double chests. Kinda. And I have been working out of this the entire time, and I have officially filled up all my storage to the absolute, okay, maybe not absolute max. Now it's the absolute max with the majority of the stuff. And it's time. It is absolutely time to get started on the big storage room. And while I've got some downtime between now and when I actually get my internet put in, I think I am going to finally get started on this and get it put into place. I mean, all that is stone there. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm still not used to the Alex skin. It'll be nice having completely automated storage and have it all organized. So yeah, I'm going to get started on that and try to figure out what else to do throughout the rest of the episode. Okay, and we've got all the floor in, and yes, this is going to be the entire area of my storage system. As I said in previous episodes, this side right here and this side right here is going to be bulk storage for all the farms here in the industrial district. And then this right here is going to be the storage for everything else that isn't farmed. So now I've just got to get the walls and ceiling in, and then after that, it's just the redstone. However, I did make a little bit of an oopsie when or did I? Yes, I did. I made a little bit of an oopsie when I built this out, or did I? Yes, I did. No, yeah, no, yes, yes. Yes, I made an oopsie. Made a little bit of an oopsie because this should have been at least 2 blocks further that way. So, let that be a lesson to you. If you're going to excavate something and then build something inside of it, make sure you do it fairly soon after, or build fairly soon after you excavate, because that way you don't get lost in what you're doing. Don't pull a me. So, but yeah, I'm going to get started on putting the walls in, and I will check back with you in a minute. All right, and here we have it. We have all the walls in for this storage. Now, as I said before, this is going to be all the storage for all the farms, and all the individual items are going to be in a storage system over here. Now, there are 156 double chests inside this storage room alone. So there is going to be plenty of room in here for me. And as a matter of fact, now that I think about it, it might not hurt to add another cell over here, which, yeah, I think I'm going to do that. But yeah, all we've got to do now is add that extra cell and do the ceiling and the redstone, and this storage system will finally be operational. And let me tell you, it has been a long time coming. Okay, and we have all of the interior done here. I've got all the, even all the item frames are put up. All the rafters here are done. And all I've got to do is move in all of the stuff, and this storage room is complete, aside from the colossal amount of redstone that's behind all of this, and all the sorting systems in the bulk storage, and all of the... There's a lot of work. Plus, there is something over here that's very, very annoying. This round staircase here takes forever to get up and down. I get the... wrong way. I get the feeling that... I am never going to actually use this staircase, because what I've done down here is I have actually left a few blocks out here. That way I can just fly in and out whenever I need to. And I'll probably have to do something fairly similar to... So I'm not... something fairly similar up here, so I'm not using that hole all the time, and I can actually get it covered up. So I'll probably do a bubble elevator or something here. But I've already labeled a few of the chests for all of the stuff, so I think now is the time to actually embark on the task of moving all of the items, so I can actually use the storage system for now. Well, no time like the present. All right. Oh, gosh, I still am not used to this, having this skin. So I've got all of my stuff moved in to the new storage, except for one thing. And that is something that I have been missing for quite a while. I was feeling, I was a little concerned there that I misplaced an entire beacon. But since I've had some downtime where I haven't been able to play online and actually do some recording and stuff like that, I have gone to the Nether and gotten myself a few wither skulls. So, you know, a beacon really isn't that big of a deal right now. But everything is moved in. Let me show you. All right, I have all of the bulk storage at least labeled. Not very much is moved in here, and I've got all of my old original tools that I've been hanging on to. This was the two of the first tools I ever made. Actually, that is the first, and that was the second right there. I've got all of my first enchanted tools, first diamond pick and first enchanted pick, and over here is the storage. And honestly, I've only filled up about half of it, so I've got plenty of room for expansion here, and I am more than okay with that. But yeah, this is going to do it for my storage as of right now. I think once I actually do get my internet up and running, I am going to start doing a little bit of live streaming, and I might take care of the redstone back behind there and here, and I'll take care of all of this on live streams possibly if I ever get to that point. But yeah, so for this episode, for the rest of this episode, I think I've got a nice little build to do in the industrial district island here, and I think it is going to go right here. I've got a really neat design for a wizard tower that I want to put up right here. And in all honesty, it does not match much of anything else, but it's a wizard. Wizards don't, conform to normality, do they? So I think that's the next thing I am going to get started on. So in between clips, a little bit has changed. Obviously, I got my skin back. So that means I've got internet connection again, and I'm able to upload and record stuff. And yeah, I have actually done a few things in the world here. I have started streaming on Twitch over at twitch.tv B_C_Saint. And I'm trying to record there quite a bit. And I have recorded a few things, or streamed a few things, and I've built this path live on stream. And I also did a little bit of a resource grind for this build over here. I have no need for this nether rack, but I did get, 3.5 shulkers of it. But importantly, I got 3 full shulker boxes of cobbled deep slate. And how did I do that? Well, I mined it out using wither skeletons and mining out all the deep slate and the netherrack. I managed to find 3 ancient debris, and I'm not sure exactly how many diamonds I got, but I did get a few. Definitely not 33 blocks worth. That's just all of my existing diamonds. So over here is where I'm going to start this build, and what it's going to be is a slightly leaning wizard's tower, kind of off to the side there. And I'm going to have parts hanging off of it that just defy gravity. So I'm going to get started on that, and I will bring you back when I've got something a little bit more to report. All right, and we have the general shape in. It is looking, well, it is looking like it does not belong in this world. What? Okay, need to go a little further out. It is looking like it does not belong in this world whatsoever. But you know what? I'm okay with that. And just because of the fact that it's a neat looking build when it's all done. So here's as far as I've got, and I've just got to put some roofs and walkways and some details here and there, and a little bit of a tower over here. And then this project will be done. So let me continue, and I'll bring you back when we're a little further along. So just getting ready to start the roof on this tower, and for some reason, something is not adding up. The corners here, they're supposed to have 3 pillars, and I looked at it, bounced back and forth between my build testing world and this one, and I realized I built this entire tower incorrectly. I sat here and made awkward noises for about 5 minutes or so until I realized I'm going to channel my inner Bob Ross and just accept that as a happy little accident and move on. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to continue doing this and not tearing the whole thing down and starting over. So I'll bring you back if I find another accident. Okay, and we have it done. A couple streams later, and here it is. I am really enjoying this. Actually, let me fly up so we can get a better view of it. The shape of this does lean off to the back a little bit and to the side, and that was more or less just me trying to dip my toe, and I mean just my toe, into doing a little bit more of a, I don't want to say organic shape to the building because, well, buildings are square, so I don't see how that would be organic, but for lack of a better term, let's just go organic. So I have it scrolling off to the side a little bit there. And on the original design, I had the roof curving almost at a 90-degree angle, and I finally got it looking good. And then when I stepped back, I realized it was way too cartoony, so I just reverted back to just a standard roof. But I really like this build, and the inspiration on it was, I'm not 100% sure what it was. I think it was like a Dungeons and Dragons dice roller or something like that. But yeah, this is the Wizard's Tower that I have come up with, and I really wanted to use end crystals in it, but I couldn't figure out how to make it look right. But I really, really like this build, and the pathway as well. Let's get this out of here. The pathway as well turned out really nice in my opinion. I just need a way to blend essentially these three paths in together, and there may not be an actual solution to that problem, but yeah, this is what we're left with at in the end. And the interior of this build is quite cozy. There's nothing in there, but I didn't have a purpose for this build, and I didn't feel like doing an interior because I'm not a huge fan of interiors. On occasion, I do enjoy them, but this is a really neat build that I have really enjoyed doing. So I think that's where we're going to end this episode for today. I really enjoy that build, and I think it is a fantastic addition to this world, even though it is very out of place with the extreme amount of colors with the purples, the cyans, and the reds. But I really like it, and we're going to keep it the way it is. So thank you very much for hanging out with me. Like and subscribe if you would please, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.